It needs to stay in. Welcome to From Dice Till Dawn, a sub-average D&D podcast full of above-average assholes. I am your DM, Tristan Thomas. To my right...
Straight.
Quirky Fang.
Yeah.
Bengar.
Zenaria Tanner.
I will remember that.
No, you won't.
Today, actually no, last time, not today, we left off with some chickens being prepared, not prepared, well, slaughtered. You can't eat them. They thought about it. The cat did at least. And then the owner of the farm in which the chickens were on was also slaughtered.
Do you want to point out the chickens were actually cockatrices?
Yeah, they weren't chickens. They were cockroaches.
You would know that if you listened to the last episode.
Yeah, gosh, what are you doing with your
Send
lives?
gloves.
If you just started in listening to this episode,
Just send mittens.
Figure out your life, man. Figure it out. Okay, so we left off with everybody heading towards the town, riding off into the sunset, or it was actually midday.
I have one last thing I want to do before we're technically away from the farm.
Okay, let's start with that.
Because, like, as we're riding off, I'm just going to excuse myself for, like, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Yep.
We don't care about your personal time.
No, it's okay. I'll
Like,
catch up with you.
You don't need to tell me every time you go to the bathroom.
No, I'm
Thanks
doing
for
something
that.
else.
Right.
I hope you can
Make
see
sure
that
you
hand.
roll for initiative if you do go to the bathroom, though, because
Gotta
you
fight
never
that.
know. Like, that bush might be mimic.
You're right.
Stone.
Stone.
I stab everything I pee on first.
Roll for stone.
But when I return, I'm going to, like, just ride up next to you guys. And I'm going to be like, well done. We are truly on the same path. I want to pull out the stone hand and toss it to Strayed.
Fuck yes.
I'm going to say,
Yes.
follow me and I take care of my people.
I follow him. I don't know where my horse is, but I position it behind him.
All right. All right.
Zan looks at you and goes, "Oh, your nose is looking a little brown."
Yeah.
So is this horse.
Because I'm following him.
Wow. Okay. That made me happy.
Made me happier.
Yeah, I bet.
She's
You guys. It's about a half hour as soon as you guys get back to town. Do you guys have any plans? Are you planning on going straight back to the House of Fenrir, or?
I've got a horse to sell.
So, yeah, can we find someone else to sell our horses to?
Back to the barn store. Let's sell this tack.
All right. You go back to the general store.
Sell some tack.
Actually, I do need to go into town.
Okay, so we can go to town.
So, is the general store in the balls or the shaft of the
I
town?
plan to just turn
I
west.
believe the general store was in the
The
beginning of
Go
the
to the
shaft.
question mark.
Let me look at my map real quick.
It's worth the base.
Let's see. General store. Food stalls. So it was in the shaft. And it was at the base of the shaft.
base.
It's
So
Odlin's
the meaty
farming
part.
supplies. Yeah. Like, where do you need to go? Balls or shaft?
Don't know yet, but I'm definitely peeling off from these two.
Okay.
Burn.
I do have an image to maintain.
All right.
You should go check out Vern. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trust nothing you say. Is there...
Smart.
I would like to find someplace that looks like it might buy this watch that I pilfered,
Yes.
amazingly.
General store.
It would
Hope so, it's
probably
electronic.
be the general store. Sadly.
Okay.
So
Second
you're not
question.
peeling
Yes.
off from us.
Is there, like, a tailor?
No, there's not a tailor. Most of the clothing stuff is done by individual families. The fashion of this town is very utilitarian. So, like, you could probably ask a
They wear ponchos.
Is there-
family.
Is there any, like, okay, I'm gonna ask questions at the general store.
Yes'm. Alright, so you guys head to that base of the shaft at Odlin's Farming Supplies. You enter it, and it is the same female who is running, just knitting
Daughter.
something. I can't remember what she was doing last time, so she's knitting now, behind the counter. And she looks at... Who walks in first? This is kind of important.
I do.
General store is different, right? It's
No,
the
excuse
same
me.
place.
Odlin's Farming Supplies is the general store.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So Quirky Fang walks in and she looks up. She kind of like does this one of these like a double take and like, oh, you again. Should I just go get Odlin right
Yes.
now? Okay. And she goes to the back.
Slip in the back? Like, not like I'm associated with them. Like,
Yeah.
I just happen to be there
Walk in
at
at the same time. Like you just go straight to the back of the
Yeah,
store.
I'll just like look through
Oh,
some
hello there,
goods and
Zenaria.
just like
Hey,
that's not even my name.
I'm gonna get into the I'm gonna step in the door and pretty much stop directly in front of it. I don't have any purpose here.
Just
Yeah, you just,
blocking
like-
the
Yeah,
exit.
I'm just waiting. So
Making sure no one can escape.
I don't actually consciously understand that I'm just blocking the entryway. I just have no reason to go any further in.
He was like, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically there to eavesdrop on this situation
Okay.
and see what I can learn.
All right. She heads to the back, and like a couple seconds later, comes out with that same old man with the white beard, and he sees the cat person who is scarily waving and. Yes, you again. Would are you here to sell?
I'm here to sell tack.
Okay. God damn. Can I see it? Just bring it in.
I go get it from both of our horses.
Can Strayed carry 2 full sets of tack?
Yeah? Have you ever carried tack?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
6 belts at most.
And the saddle?
Are we selling saddles?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing the whole
Yeah.
saddle.
The whole
Yeah.
set.
Then yeah, saddle, yeah.
Have you ever carried a saddle?
I can
Yes.
help.
All right.
We've got a
Yeah.
minotaur.
You do have like an
Yeah,
ox.
I've got a guy now.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so you guys
No, I
bring
think
it in.
he's got you.
It's true.
He
I can
offered
help my people.
you his hand.
I took his hand.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
But isn't the person who takes the hand generally the one that's like unofficially in charge of what's going on?
Boom.
Who got the
I can
dowry?
still carry 2 saddles. I just want that to be known.
And was it? Did you give him the family's cow? Because
He is the family.
Who was
Yeah,
in
I
charge of
am.
our wedding?
I am the cow. I mean, I don't know.
Me.
Okay.
yeah. All right.
It's,
Anyways,
He you
the
guys set,
saddle
yeah.
and tack are inside.
So he examines it. The first one, he says, "I will give you 22 gold for the first one, and I will give the second one. Actually, second one, I'm gonna roll for it. See how good quality this shit is. I will give you 27 gold for the second one. It's very good quality.
Whatever, I'll take it.
All right. But this is the last large sale I could do because you have cleaned out my coffers.
I would like to buy some rope now.
Okay, yeah. What kind? Hemp rope, silk rope? You want 50 feet, 20 feet?
Hemp rope
Hemp
would
rope?
be fine.
It's
Okay.
20.
I also require
22.
a bag, backpack, and
You're a weird guy.
I'm gonna lean down next to him and go. I too require a backpack.
Oh yeah, we don't have any backpacks right now, do we? We don't have pouches or anything.
He looks up at you and is startled because he has never seen a minotaur before. He has heard of minotaurs because it is a common thing and there's a lot of stories, but he's never actually seen them. He's like, I do not believe we have a backpack of your stature,
just
but
give him a barrel. The lid off.
Put some straps on a barrel.
that sounds like it would be very uncomfortable. I think we could get
I bet you could modify one of those saddles to fit on his back and you could strap a barrel to it.
I bet you if you give me some burlap, I'll make a backpack.
yeah. Let me go in the back and find something.
In the backpack?
In the back of the backpack. He comes out a few minutes later with a. It looks like it was a saddlebag.
That's smaller than a backpack, bud.
True.
Yeah.
A flour sack?
Yeah.
A burlap
50-pound
sack.
flour sack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big sack, bro.
Okay, he comes
You
out
should
with a
know.
flour sack with straps on it.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, here you go.
I sling it on.
You do not have to pay me for this. This is
I give him a quizzical look,
okay.
How much was
and
my,
I just walk out.
my backpack?
Your backpack.
I want a backpack too.
I'm going to say
Why are you doing that? Does this man have kits.
What kind of kits?
Like adventuring kits
No.
or alchemist kits?
No,
or...
definitely not.
We're
Definitely
a
not alchemist.
farming
It's a
town.
farming supply.
What about like standard camping kit though?
I require
Yeah, I'd say,
several
like-
small sharp knives.
What kind of knives?
Like hunting knives?
Like a hoofing knife, a flaying knife, and maybe a cleaver.
I can supply those. Your best bet though would go to the weaponsmith.
No.
You sure?
Yes.
We don't like Vern.
Is
She
that so?
like kind of raises a brow at you because you just told her to go to Vern.
Let's see. Also, if you don't like Vern, I know that he's an armor smith, but Ty might be able to do some small knife armor. I do have a supply
I
of
feel
knives
like
here,
Ty
though.
doesn't like us.
No. We would like it from you.
All right, so he takes you. He actually has them under the counter because he won't have those out. It's just a simple set of knives. He does give you a flaying knife, a hoofing knife. Sure, I don't know what that is. You have a hoofing knife.
Cool.
What describe
Do I
it? To
also have a cleaver?
Yeah, cleaver too. Those will be 10 gold total.
All together?
Yep.
Including my rope?
Your rope is an extra gold.
That's an
Okay.
expensive rope.
And
Actually, hold up. It might actually be cheaper than that. I might have said something wrong.
Is that
No, it
elfish
is.
rope?
It is 50 feet
It's-
of
yeah.
hempen rope. Is 1 gold.
do you have any
Do
Your
you have
backpack.
elfish rope?
torches?
Never breaks.
Your backpack is, if I could fucking find it. Fuck it. Your backpack is a gold.
Okay. Do you have any torches?
Yes, we do have torches.
I would like
Just a couple.
2 of them.
Okay. That is all the torches we have.
And finally, I require provisions for a human
2 gold for the backpack.
for 3 days.
Okay, rations for 3 days of rations. Cool.
Yes.
That would be 1 gold. No, excuse me, 1.5 gold. So 1 gold, 5 silver pieces.
When I go outside after
That's,
getting my
that's
backpack,
15 and a half
What?
gold.
Yes.
Okay. I give
Um,
it to him.
are there any like rocks in the street?
Sure.
I want to find probably half a dozen like fist-sized rocks and drop them into my backpack.
Okay, you find them mostly lining the street, like just at the edges of the street. But
Okay.
yeah, you can just find 15 or so fist-sized rocks.
I just need like 6,
6? Cool. You get
Yeah.
6.
and then if there are any like sticks,
That'd be pretty expensive. Like, I'd say it's about 10 gold.
So,
Sold? 10 gold for a whetstone. I lied. That's super cheap.
thank you.
You can have it.
Sick.
Alright. So I would like a backpack.
Okay.
I don't need like any camping rolls or anything. I'm Katie. I just curl up on the ground and I'm good.
Okay.
Sleep on the bull's chest.
Yeah.
I probably won't. do this.
That being said,
What kind of creature are you?
A meow meow.
you ask me but not him.
I have heard tales of Minotaur before, and I know their origin, but sorry if I offended you. I have never heard of or seen of a creature or a man who is of a cat or feline in nature. I'm sorry if this offends you, but I am just bewildered.
I am what you see.
Okay. Yeah, we can get you a backpack. You say you don't want a bedroll. Do you want any rations or? Sounds like you guys are going out. You're leaving town soon.
I will take some rations and some canteens.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you a water skin, a couple water skins, and some rations.
And do you happen to have any type of wire and feathers?
You weren't prepared for this, were you?
I can arrange for that. Yes.
Good. I want the feathers attached to the end of the wire, and I want the wire attached to the backpack, poking up the top.
Okay.
At least 3 feet tall.
Draw that. Send with gloves.
Oh, good. Alright, he doesn't make you pay for that. It's exactly what you want because he just grabs materials and creates this long wire with feathers attached to it. Okay. I'm dying. 3 gold for your rations and your backpack.
Very good.
And would you guys like anything else? I can give you extra clothes, fishing tackle, basic tools.
Fishing tackle.
Would you like fishing tackle? Okay.
How much?
Your smile terrifies
It's a
me.
very intense
one
look
gold.
over fishing.
Because I don't think it was about the fishing. I think it was about the hooks. If you like, we have a nice set of locks.
How many rations do I get?
You got 3.
3. And
Also-
then 2 skins.
Is there anyone in this cocktown that deals in magic?
He looks a little offended about what you call this town. Well, the only person that I think is rumored to is May. She's at the southeast corner of the town. The tip of the shaft.
Ah,
The building is named May's Remedies and Healings.
I put my stone hand on the counter and I start tying my rope around it to make it a belt with a stone hand hanging off of it.
Okay. He thinks it's a statue.
Good.
Very realistic statue.
I'm just trying to be weird.
Yeah.
And then I leave.
You succeed. You miss. Can I help you?
First question.
Yeah.
Out of character.
Yep.
While they were doing their thing,
How many things could you steal?
basically,
Okay.
We
I
did
know.
a
I feel
really
like
good
she should get
distraction.
advantage because there's a pretty big distraction.
Just
Yeah,
say,
this guy's
she
like,
would
what
use
is
them
this
and
giant
like,
fluffy thing that I want to rub my hands on?
And
She
also
hasn't
when the
yet. I'm
Minotaur
disappointed.
That
was like
at
in
least
front of
3.
him. She would definitely use that as
Yeah.
like a hey, he can't see me.
Are you
So-
doing it randomly, or are you looking for something specific?
I would say at least
While
17 gold.
This is happening. I am visibly upset that no one is petting me, but I will not say anything.
You're just like vocalizing it.
All right. If there are any not behind the counter, she's gonna keep an eye out for like rations, water, skin,
Mhm.
rope, or anything that looks like it could be potentially
Do you have a backpack?
expensive. Not yet. That's why she's looking for small things. Nothing
Okay.
large.
Rope would be big because it's 50 feet.
Yes.
So rations you can find them. But I would like an investigation check
Okay.
with advantage. Everything in the situation will be with advantage because you have time. Because there are 2 weird creatures and
And a
a
minotaur.
even
Three
weirder
Weird creatures.
and an even weirder human being.
Who's fondling a stone hand?
So for that investigation, it's a nat
Yes.
20.
No, you're
Sick.
playing.
Okay, yeah, you find what you want.
Okay.
I'd say that you locate it immediately without like you just walk in like
Question.
I know where it is.
Are you going to put
Cool.
a glove on your stone hand?
And she,
No.
even though like she
It will
sees
be
it
a
immediately, she's still gonna be like, "Oh,
Mhm.
I'm just looking
Like,
around,
hang on
like
this guy.
acting like a normal ass customer." All right. So sleight of hands for rations.
Yes.
It's gonna be 24.
Oh wow. His perception with disadvantage is a 2. Yep.
Cool. So I'm just gonna slurp those.
Yep. So I'd say you get 3 days of rations
3 days.
pretty easily.
Lost my pencil. And then water scan.
Just another sleight of hand.
Advantage still?
Yep.
Okay. 12.
And
You're both in trouble.
natural 20 and a 10.
He's still rolling with advantage?
That was his
Disadvantage?
with disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay, so he's taking the 10?
Yeah.
So I'm still
Yeah,
higher.
you're still good.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So she'll just take those 2 things. For
Okay.
Not assuming, like, and kind of stash them.
There are a couple other things in there.
Okay.
I don't know, like
She definitely will want to look for like anything that looks like small, portable, but maybe either useful or worth money.
Okay. I'd say you find a quiver. There's a couple jugs and pitchers. Parchment, very rough parchment, and some inkwells. Candles. There are candles, and the torches were sold. That's about it.
Okay. Squibber, parchment, inkwell, candles, and what was the other thing?
Candles.
Got that. I'm missing one.
If only there was a way to convey
Jugs.
physical humor over our live streams.
She's got her own.
LOL.
Oh man, I heard there's these things where they like capture images.
You're hilarious.
No.
That's way too high tech for us.
Yeah, dude, we don't have
Couple
a production
years
budget.
We need to get
I
a
feel like
million subscribers on YouTube before we invest.
I
in
feel like a
cameras.
quiver
Make
is
it
a
happen.
little too large for her to
Yeah,
like
to steal.
arguably steal,
We can go
but she
for it.
is gonna go for those
I have a
candles.
GoPro.
Okay.
Dude,
Do
we
you
got
still
two
want
GoPros.
advantage?
You have a GoPro?
Yeah, we both have GoPros.
What are you guys
You have
doing
a
with your
knockoff GoPro.
lives?
You have a knockoff GoPro.
It's
Why
the
haven't I
same shit,
recorded shit
bro.
on my bike?
Because it's my GoPro.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
back to this.
Oh,
She's
okay.
stealing candles.
True.
Advantage still?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, this dice is rolling fucking hot. That was 2 natural 20s in a
Yeah, I
row.
don't like that very
But a
much.
5.
12.
The other one was a 5.
Okay, so she gets the candles.
Nice. I like
Cool.
this dice. You're a good dice.
So after robbing this person,
Yes.
and stashing her goods, she is going to approach the counter and just kind of lean on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
kind
this
of like,
roughly the time that they've left?
Yeah.
Have
Or
we
as
left,
they're, like,
or are we
wrapping
hanging
up?
out, or are we?
He left.
I am leaving.
she's
Oh,
ignoring
you.
them
Okay.
entirely.
Because after they're out, I'm gonna stick my head in and be like,
I have to
"We can
speak
leave
to
when you're ready."
Nay.
Do I look bloody ready?
I think the rest of us are ready.
Well, then why don't you move on?
I just want to go talk to the guy.
And she will apologize for the interruption. And be like, well, I couldn't help it over here. I was hoping to sell some goods, but it sounds like you wasted your coin on the other two.
They gave me fine tack. I don't believe I wasted my coin. I'll be able to resell it for profit easily.
Fair enough, but still, all the same, I do have some goods to sell, and somehow I don't think you'll be able to compensate me. I did have a question though. I need someone that works leather.
Ty, he's the armor smith of the town. He works leather very, very efficiently.
Excellent.
I might have to go to
Do you think the weaponsmith might have any interest in anything made of gold?
Yes, he does. He will do some accenting in gold in his finer pieces. There's not many people around here that would buy it, but some of the sons of Fenrir come in money, so and like to buy expensive things. So yeah, I think he might be able to give you a fair price for that.
And Vern was his name.
Yes, Werner.
Excellent. I do thank you for your help, and once I'm doing better, I think I'll be back to hopefully pick up a few things for the road.
Awesome. I look forward to seeing you then.
It's lovely to meet you. What was your name?
His name, Odlund.
Odlin.
Yes, my name is Odlund.
That's good to know you. Zanaria Tanner.
He shakes your hand.
She takes it back.
He holds on to it a little too long, like the old man creepy too long.
She pretends not to notice for the sake of things going smoothly. But once she gets outside, she's like,
Yeah.
and wipes it on her pants.
I'm going to kill him.
Maybe you should slit his throat.
Only if Stray turns him into stone first.
I was like, as if only she had
You'll
something that
never
could
know.
turn people to stone.
Don't tempt him. Alright, what is everybody doing now?
I'm following Strayed because he's the only person I kind of understand in this group so far.
Okay.
Well, I would have just kind of gone with the group because clearly nobody wants to go actually talk to the person who sent us to go do something.
Look, some of us need things like armor.
But I am also
Do you-
looking.
We're
Do
not
you guys-
giant cow people.
Do you
guys
need
got
leather
offer-
armor?
Yeah.
You
Because
got armor.
Yo, we got armor.
She wants. There's something very specific she's looking for.
A
Okay.
cod piece.
I
No.
am looking for any sticks roughly yay big as I'm walking.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Okay, I'm never gonna ask why in this campaign. I'm just gonna let
I
things
have a
happen.
feeling I know why.
Yeah, just let it play out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need sticks.
Sometimes you need
8.
steaks.
Move. 8?
8.
Find 1 stick.
All right, perfect. Roughly how long is it?
I'd say it's about a,
I feel like you should do
3.5
percentile
stick,
die.
and it's a little thicker than you wanted.
It's
It's
okay.
a little bit girthy.
A little bit girthy and a little bit shorter.
Thick as a potato.
Oh no, those are the worst.
Tuna can.
Okay.
Alright.
So where are we going, guys?
Moving on.
We're going to May.
Going to May
Magic
using the
in the
tip.
tip.
The tip
I'm
is
sure
where the
that pleases
magic's
you very
at.
much.
That's not. We're separating character knowledge from player knowledge. Characters don't know. Well, you could assume that it's shaped like a dick.
Have we seen a map?
No, you haven't seen a map of the town yet.
I
yeah,
feel like
the
you
guy,
can kind of
Oh yeah,
recognize
you
that
guys
the
did.
town
Yeah, you
is
guys did see.
phallic.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
It's kind of common knowledge.
Yeah. This is a dicky town.
People don't like to say where they're from, and they're from here. Like, oh yeah, isn't that the giant penis? Yes, it's an unfortunately shaped place.
But very
There's
well
a
endowed.
main road and it ended in a cul-de-sac and just it.
The architect was really into himself. Okay.
All right.
Or maybe the architect
They're
was just a giant slut.
They are heading down the shaft towards the tip. To
Where the magic happens.
where the magic where May's remedies and healings.
Are either of the places I need to go near there?
Let's see. Werner's is.
I think he was in the balls, wasn't he?
No, he's
Yeah.
down the shaft. Ty is in the balls.
Tied in the balls.
Okay.
Actually, Werner is just one shop down from Odlin's, and then May is the other side of that shop. So
So like
it
next
goes
door to one
Odlin's
another?
on the east side of the shaft is Odlin's farm supplies, Werner's weaponsmithing, and then May's remedies and healings.
Excellent. Well, looks like we don't have to split up too far, unfortunately.
Something we can all walk as a group.
Yes.
Group walk shot.
Nah, Zan's like off to the side.
We
Her
hold
back.
hands,
Yeah.
but I use my stone hand.
It's like a family, like a dysfunctional family where the mom and dad are like just deeply in love. You have the weird son that's like too into Yu-Gi-Oh, and the
Angsty teenage
angsty
daughter.
teenage daughter.
Do you guys like say where you're going? Because
I don't really know how I'm going. I'm following him.
Okay, I have no idea who this May person is. I
I'm like playing with this cool feather deal I got going on.
like look at it. I'm like, good idea. You can tell which direction the wind is going.
I don't think that's the point.
You're like, I don't think any of us have. Well, you have bows.
What?
You use bows?
No.
No? Oh, okay, never mind then. So none of us have bows, so the wind doesn't matter.
I do stabby stabbies.
You do stabbies.
He does smashy smashies.
Smashies, slashies, casties.
Torture.
Torture.
Let's do Werner's first because
Okay.
he is next in line.
All right. You two said he didn't like you, yeah?
Yeah.
Check the currency he gives you if you sell anything.
Noted, but do me a favor and stay outside.
I don't want to go in there, so.
We'll stay outside.
I'm gonna follow her in.
impression.
Well, as far as I know, he doesn't have any problem with you.
Well, and I've never been here, so I'm like,
He is a racist. So all three of us are bad.
Yeah.
all
in
right.
his
Well,
terms.
we'll
It's
see
not
what
the first
happens.
time I've dealt with that. Yeah, she's gonna
You open the door.
open the door.
Walk in.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody's at the counter when you guys walk in. You walk in with her.
yeah.
All right. Get the duck in.
Is there like anything
Your one's
around
stuck a
since
little
no
bit.
one's at the counter?
There are a couple mannequins on display.
There's also a
with
giant
excuse me.
scorch mark on the wall.
There's not a bunch of mannequins. Excuse me. There is.
There's 3 on the floor.
Wrong.
There's some mannequin shards.
That was Ty's. That was Ty's.
That's why
Oh, okay.
we can't go to
There's
Thailand.
weapon racks
Okay.
with just some generic weapons, and there's a couple in glass displays behind the counter that look kind of, a little bit nicer. And
And a
as you walk in,
suspicious scorch mark that you believe may have been caused by an angry cat.
Oh, well, I see weapons. Like an armory. I'm just gonna start perusing weapons as if
Hey, what'd you think weaponsmith meant?
What words mean?
I didn't deal with a lot of these things in my youth.
I didn't know they sold these things in stores.
It's like, I
Perhaps,
thought you
but
just had to
weapons-
take them from people you killed.
Quite literally in the man's title.
Yeah, he does come from behind a curtain and looks at you, and immediately just gets a sour scowl on his face at both of you. And he says, "What do you both want?"
She grins wide, like super charming. Bats her eyes a little. She goes, you must be Varner.
My name is Werner. Yes,
It's a pleasure to meet you as an Ariatana at your service.
can't say the same.
Unfortunate. Still, I got a thing you might be interested in.
You have 1 minute of my time.
Oh, excellent, because it happens to be a watch.
He looks at it. He's like, "Not worth my time.
Gold?
Not worth my time."
You're a loss then. I don't deal with idiots. And she walks out.
And I don't deal with green people.
Oh, I'm burning down his shop.
So
What about hairy people that are
So-
like 7 feet tall and have 6 nipples?
The max.
How many nipples do you have?
Artwork.
This is very important.
just the two. It's a minotaur. I've got the chest of a man. So you
I
know.
feel like you have 6 nipples.
Chest of
They're
Mark
heading
Wahlberg
under
with
the
3
hair.
nipples.
Yeah, they're.
I'm at least smart enough to know that he's insulting not humans. I'm just gonna like reach behind me
Yeah.
and pull one of these fist-sized stones out and just chuck it into his gut.
Roll a dexterity based
So far, the entire party hates this guy.
14.
The only one that's outrightly attacked him is the most calm person in the group, though. 14, that
Oh, I
does
haven't
hit
attacked him yet.
Vern's armor class.
I damaged the shop.
Can
I
you
really
roll
want to kill
me?
him.
I would say a projectile
Freaking
thrown.
burp.
What's your strength score? Just
18?
yeah, a projectile thrown would be like about a dagger.
19,
Like
sorry.
I'd say about a D4 is fair, with a fist-sized stone thrown by a minotaur with a strength score of 18.
A D4 or D6?
I'd say well,
I would
a
say
That's
D6
fine.
is like a short.
He still
like,
takes 5 damage.
yeah, because it'd be plus your
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so that hurt him real bad. Like he's on the ground, cannot move.
I'm gonna take a step towards him and go, "It is very rude to insult customers." And I'm just gonna lean over the counter and pick my rock back up.
Okay, you got your rock. And you don't even
It's a
touch
nice
the
rock.
counter. It's like you're so big that it's
Right, just like,
Oh, there it is.
and he's like, and he passes out. You hit him really hard.
Zenario might have some. Because you haven't left yet. You're just on your way out.
I
She's
walk
just
out.
kind
but
of.
Help!
Does he look like
Oh,
he's going
okay.
to live?
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't know
possible.
that. I don't have a
Yeah.
medicine check.
He was conscious for a second there.
So he passed
I don't
out?
have a
Yeah,
medicine
like,
skill.
but you don't know that you passed out.
Well-
You're gone.
Well,
How'd
I'm,
it go?
oh, I do have medicine skill. I walk out a moment later and I go, hopefully he will not be insulting people in the near future.
Did you hurt him?
I just hit him with a rock.
I rocked him like a herd.
I'll be back. She does want to go see exactly
Yeah.
how much damage this rock has
He
done.
is unconscious.
Oh, excellent.
No rolls needed.
What do we have for stabbies?
Okay, so
His teeth.
it's essentially, it's a rack of generic.
No. In the glass case.
Yeah. Oh, in the glass case. You want glass case stuff?
Why would you not go
He's
for the glass
unconscious.
case?
Uno momento. Percentile dice, go.
Gotta warn me
Should've
before
gone in
you want a D100.
Yeah, we should have done that. You
45.
can knock out the mage.
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys
some-
should know I have a really low charisma score, and I'm really just up front about everything. That just means, chucking rocks and...
We need to bring him into more stores.
Right?
If I tried the nice way first. No.
So many pages.
Yeah, it's okay.
Weirdly enough, all the China shops we pass have, like, a no Minotaur
Just
Would you say you're like
it's
a
just
bowl
like
in
a
a China
picture
shop?
of horns
Right.
with like a circle and a slash through
Yeah.
it.
So if he removed his horns, he'd be okay.
Be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Or female minotaurs.
No, sorry, I can't do it.
What if we just put your butt in the shop?
Just
Horns.
back it on and put it in there.
or you get 2 bags of holding and just
You're like, why do you have bags on your head?
Well,
It's the
we
new
wouldn't need
fashion.
two. We could just put one on his head.
Right.
as
That's
long
true,
as he
yeah,
covers
because then
face.
it's like a beret basically.
There are 2 swords. One is a long sword, one is a short sword. The long sword is a
Vorpal.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah, right? It has a. It's more scimitar like. This guy knows swords better than I do. It essentially has a. It's a little bit longer. The length of the blade is more like a.
So it's
Katana
long and
length?
curved?
Yeah, but it's slightly curved. It's not as wide
Like
as
a
a scimitar
falchion?
was. A falchion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falchion? Yeah,
It's a
okay.
falchion.
Alright. And it
It
is
has
very
weapons.
simple. In its hilt, it just has. On the pommel, it's just like curving up hooks, and that is it. And it's just a simple
Pommel.
handle with pommel.
What's the short sword like?
It is a. The hilt is very highly decorated. It has very fine details and a little emerald in the bottom of it.
Ooh,
And the blade looks very, very sharp and mean. Like it.
Oh, that's
it,
mine.
It gleams. Okay.
So is this like a short sword or a long dagger, though? Is it slashy or pokey?
Slashy.
Well, short swords piercing. They're not slashing.
It looks
can be
slashy.
both.
It depends. I mean, gladius
Look
are
it up.
slashies.
I mean, yeah.
Well, gladius
Um,
and pokey.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
true.
gonna take both.
They're both.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
He's still unconscious.
most of the
Yes.
people they fought pokey was.
I would like to go through his pockets for gold.
Okay.
Are you
Go
wearing
for it.
armor? No, you're naked.
Percentile or do
Yeah,
you want
it doesn't matter.
D20?
It'd be a investigation check.
I like walk out and she disappears. I'm like, thought we were leaving. Like, my business is done here.
Yeah, that's a 7.
As you
You
see us
do not
walking
find any
into
gold
them.
on him.
Can I
Whatever
search?
magic
Does
you
he have like
think
any?
it is.
Do I see a strong box or anything?
There's nothing up front.
Oh, I go in back.
Okay.
There's a curtain.
There is a box in back. It is a decent sized chest. And there's also like a desk with some papers and stuff like that too back here.
Can
There may or may not be
What
a
do you want to
shit ton of
try
electromen.
to open the chest?
Okay. It would be your thieves' tools check. It is locked.
Or you can call
Okay.
for your key.
Chunk.
Master key.
well,
come
she doesn't-
hither.
She didn't get these tools yet at the thing.
I
So,
built a character. who that's what he did.
So master key.
yeah. So she's gonna like go back out to the front, lean out, and be like, "Oi, big guy, want to help a lady out?"
What is the task?
There's a giant chest back here, and I'd like to have what's in it.
I can open objects.
Figured you
open
could.
things. He's thinking like she just needs help like
Yeah.
opening a
Right,
jar.
right,
like,
like-
oh, this is too hard for your female figure. I
Yeah.
can do
Oh,
it.
she's got doe eyes when she needs them.
He doesn't care.
She'll still try.
By the way, where'd you put the swords? Just in a
Holding them.
You're holding them? Okay. Just, hey, I need help.
she just breaks the doorway.
I do have an extra backpack.
You want to store it in my
Fit a
backpack?
long
Are there
sword
any,
and just
like-
sticking out of an
Well,
extra backpack.
Yeah.
Hold
tie
up.
it to it, bro.
So first off,
Yeah.
sheaths are individual to swords, so swords should come with a
That
sheath,
was my
Yeah.
next
which should
question.
have strappies on, so she could have them strapped to her.
True, she can strap
Are
them.
those around?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she would
Yeah.
do. So she's got like,
Because there's no way a weaponsmith's not gonna have sheaths for their weapons.
Yeah.
yeah, she's got them like strapped to herself.
Burn wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vern would be the guy who's like, I have this exquisite long sword. You should hold it all the time.
Here's some string.
So, does Minotaur open chest?
Strength check. Athletics. Are you stomping? Just picking up and smashing?
Yeah, well, I'm basically just booting it with my hoof.
Okay. Yeah. Just strength athletics then.
Strathletics.
That is a 14.
You successfully smashed the lock off the chest. Or you put your hoof through the area the lock was.
That's fine.
Excellent.
I shake the chest off my foot.
Yes. You open it, and there are lots of coins in here.
Okay.
They seem to
Because
be
of
not
her
quite silver, not quite
background.
gold.
She is gonna like bite one.
It's metal. Thing about biting gold and biting silver or biting a mixture between gold and
Well,
silver.
gold is soft.
And so is silver. And so is a mixture between gold and silver.
But
I'm
you
gonna-
would be able to recognize the difference between like a bright gold and a pale gold.
And she does have a piratical background.
I'm also just going to look at her biting
Investigation
and start
check.
scooping it into a backpack.
Oh, wait, hold on. You gotta make sure it's actually worth something.
It's
People like shiny objects.
Yeah, that's true.
Armies run on money,
I
apparently.
mean, so
whatever that is.
Fake currency is still worth money to the right person.
Right.
Technically, they did say
Yeah,
that.
it was worth money to you for a little bit.
Or you could introduce it to a poor town and collapse their economy.
Wow, you're horrible.
Or if
That's
hold up,
funny.
this guy's a weaponsmith, right? Right?
Yep.
Which means he has a forge.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Gold and silver have different melting
Oh,
points.
but I
Yeah,
rolled
that
a
would
20.
take a while.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, but she rolled a 20.
Yeah, you are able to find, digging through it, a smaller blue felt sack at the bottom inside of all of it. You pull that out and realize the difference in hue. The stuff in the blue felt sack is actually gold, and the stuff on the outside is all electrum.
Excellent.
He has a shit ton of electrum.
She's
Like, just
gonna
an
look at you.
ungodly amount of electrum.
I'm taking it all anyway.
And like
Like, yeah, she'll be like, have it if you want, but this is all I need.
and like 40 gold.
40 gold, okay.
But like
Cheap bastard.
hundreds of
So,
electrum.
eventually, you can do what I was saying, where you melt them down, and then you have a bunch of silver and a bunch of gold.
That's true, and then you can
what
separate
would
them.
you say the
Yeah.
weight of Electrum is? What is the weight he has in Electrum?
Fuck.
You say
So,
it's how big is
Just-
how big is
Just
the
would
chest?
you say it's
I'd say the chest is about like yay big.
Like
And
a
it was
3 by
only
2?
40 gold in it. That is a couple $100 there, buddy.
Yeah, I'd say it's fucking heavy.
So I have a question.
You want to say like he has a lot of electrum? Like it's like, oh my god, how does one person
Yeah,
get this
no,
much
so-
unusable
So
currency?
my question then is, at what point does my flour sack backpack
Your
break?
flour sack
I
can
already
hold
have-
50 pounds.
I already have 6 rocks in it, and then just start heaping money on top of it.
You should not put that much.
Should put not at,
You
yeah.
should put none in.
Where does
Yes.
who stops him?
Yeah,
not
we're
there.
the only ones together.
Yeah, we're-
Okay.
yeah, we're
So
not.
she's gonna like look at this flour sack and just be like, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think your backpack is gonna hold up.
Roll 3d6. Tell me each number in succession.
6, 2, 4.
You find 624 pieces of electrum that you can fit in
Okay.
your bag.
Do you want me to tell you
Okay.
exactly how much that weighs?
the
Without
rest.
without breaking the bag.
Sure. Yeah, I think without breaking the bag. We'll go with that number.
There should be a pencil up there.
I stole it.
There should be another one.
Should definitely write that down because electrum's half and half, which means that's
Later we can forge it out.
312
Probably
gold.
should not hang out at the scene of the crime though, any
Yeah,
longer than we
run.
already have.
Alright.
So yeah, she walks out looking much happier. Goes, so you had someplace you wanted to be.
Oh, you
As
see
she's
us
wearing
like
two
walking.
swords?
You see us like walking into the magic
Yeah,
healery herbal
the-
shop.
Cool.
Healing and remedies and healing.
Herbs.
For later note, sharpness and vengeance.
You are carrying 42 pounds of electrum.
It's not as heavy as I thought.
Rounding up 43 because that's 42.51 there, buddy.
Quick math.
Alright, it's
Okay.
like
Plus
I
2
mean,
is 4.
Good job.
At least I can use my backpack as a weapon if need be.
Okay,
That's true.
so
Bludgeoning
you guys
And it's
enter
like, you can always trick
maze,
people,
remedies, and
Cool.
healings. It is like if you've ever walked into one of those stores, like Unique Imports,
Yeah.
or it smells like incense.
Okay.
I'm playing with
World
my
Market.
toy,
Yes,
by the way.
it's
Like,
World Market.
I got my backpack on. I got like horse with a stick and
Yep.
carrot and the stick. Like I'm doing that to myself. It's like,
You got the chirp going with the bird. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. And
That was
there
one lucky
is a lot of plants, like plenty of plants. Different kinds of herbs being dried out from the hanging from the ceiling, and in a rocking chair in the corner, facing away from you, next to a small fireplace, is what looks to be a small old lady.
Simple ideas.
I go and talk to her. I
Yeah.
present my my collars and I ask if she's interested in mine.
You just walk up to her behind her. This poor old lady.
Yeah.
No idea. Do you
buy
announce your
my
presence?
slave collar.
Yeah.
So she's rocking a chair, and then
But you were a
hear it,
cat.
and she's like,
No.
Not a
"Holy
demon."
shit! You startled me. Hello. Do you need any help?
I have 6 of these. Would you like them?
What? What are they, son?
Magic dampening collars.
Oh, really? Let me take a look at that. and she reaches out her hand. She stands up, but when she stands up, she actually hops off the chair, and she is very
2 feet
small.
tall.
Yeah, about 2 feet tall. She's a halfling. She's incredibly small, hunched over, white hair, and she reaches out her hand and takes it from you.
Picturing like a really short version of the witch from Spirited Away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. She casts a spell in front of you. She utters an incantation, makes some somatic movements, and
Leviosa.
says Wingardium Leviosa, and that is now the
Copyright, guys.
in-canon words for
Leviosa.
copyright.
Leviosa.
It's actually
Copyright.
Leviosa, because we have to avoid copyright. They told us the wrong.
Leviosa.
They told us the wrong way to say it. But she casts essentially what you roll an Arcana check. I won't tell you until you know.
8.
You have no fucking clue. But
It is
she
a spell.
says, "Oh,
Do I have any idea what's
wow,
going
these
on?
could be." No, a paladin wouldn't know.
Plus, you know, feathers.
Plus feathers. She says, "Oh, you're correct. These are some sort of magic dampening. Did you by chance get these from slave runners? I haven't seen these ever used by anybody but those sorts of people."
I peer like really close and I'm like, yes.
I like you.
Wow, first in PC. I feel like this is a special moment.
Can come over to my counter, son. Bring your collars.
I do that. Yeah, like giddily.
Okay, she pulls a stool up.
Is there
Hops
anything
onto
in
the
the
stool.
store that catches my attention?
There's a lot of plants, and I know cats like plants.
Is there
You
any
have a
nip?
Do you
fucking
try to
ball.
eat them?
Is there any nip?
Roll investigation check with advantage because you'd be able to tell if there's nip. And you go to the counter. She hops up onto the stool and she leans over the collar. She says, "Lay them out for me, here, son."
17.
17. You find catnip. It's it's a potted plant. And it's got a little heft to the leaf.
I pick the pot up and bring it to her. I'm like, I need this.
There's a conversation going on between Straight and her. She looks up to you and says, 1 gold piece, please."
I give it to her.
Okay. So what you have here is 6 collars that are enchanted with magic out of my skill range. I could give you gold for these, but I do not believe that I would give you a fair price. These are evil things, these collars. These come from people who want to do evil upon other creatures and beings of this world. Slavery is the most ungodly thing that could happen to a person. Being forced to...
I get a really big grin. Like I know that it's not the most awful thing that can happen to somebody.
Being forced to have no freedom and serve somebody against their will.
You don't get forced to have no freedom. You
I-
get freedom taken away from you.
I ask what she would offer for 3 of them.
For 3 of them, if you do want to sell me them, 3 of them, I will give you the weight of it in healing remedies. Because I do not have the amount of gold that you would suffice, but I do have healing potions.
Sold. But I have some things I would like to buy.
Okay. What would you like to buy?
Do you want me to write it down for you, or are you ready? I have
That was
things.
terrifying.
Alright, go.
Let me write
Hit me.
I'll start simple.
Okay.
I need several vials.
Okay,
Varying
just
sizes.
clear glass vials with nothing in them?
Yes.
Okay. How many?
I need 5
Different sizes?
different sizes.
Small to large, large to small?
Small to medium.
Small
Do
to
you
medium.
have an alchemist's kit?
I do have an alchemist kit.
I would like that as well.
It is 50 gold.
No problem.
Okay.
Does this include the exchange of the?
Well, we're not. We will factor that in a moment.
I also require some witch branch.
I do have witch branch.
Do you have a bell vine of the witch branch?
Fuck me. Yes, I do have the bell vine of the witch branch.
Okay. I would also like a censer.
Sensor?
Our DM
Yeah, it's like
over here is
that
like,
little
what
Yeah,
is even?
okay, yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
all of
I would
this?
like a censer with some
Just looking at the
incense.
cabinet.
Okay. I do have lots of incense. Different. What kind of scent would you like for your
I'm just
incense?
like rolling around in a ball on the ground right now.
A strong incense.
As I walk through town, I am just making a as all this money just sloshes.
What is a strong scent for incense? I don't know. I have a lot of experience with that.
Frankincense.
Yeah. Frankincense. You get a frankincense scented.
Okay, that is fine.
Okay.
I would also
But where's the mirror?
like
Mine's also very strong.
a mask.
I don't specialize in masks.
We just have to know what leather
You're
looks
You're
like.
giving me the
Deliver
same
worker.
smile that Strayed
That's
would be
fine.
giving her right now. This is creepy. I'm uncomfortable.
Just trying to help you get into the role.
Carson
have-
is Strayed.
A hanging hook.
Yes, there's plenty around here.
I would like
One of-
several.
The plant hooks?
Are you on the store?
Yes. Metal
She's
hanging
hanging out outside
hook.
to make sure no one goes into Brunch.
Sure. Do you plan on hanging some plants?
Yes.
Would you like to buy some pots?
I wish to have 3 metal hanging hooks.
Okay. She takes some down, puts some pots on the ground, and grabs some metal hanging hooks.
I
Goes
need
to the back and grabs
a book.
what kind of book?
Realize those hooks don't support that much weight.
For hanging hang drying plants? Same thing as a meat hook.
It's a little smaller.
Yeah.
No, they're generally made out of slightly thicker wire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like a thick ass.
Well, they
Like,
wouldn't have like a
to hang,
huge
large
variety
quantities
of
drying
metals.
plants.
You might want to go to a
I-
butcher.
Raw
Iron is cheaper. like
Like
and that's
raw
what
iron,
they.
yeah.
Like most of the shit
Like
is.
No, I'm talking about the
Rudimentary
actual like
blacksmithing?
strength of the metal based on how thick it is. What you hang plants off of, even if they're in pots, is going to be very different than what you hang meat off of.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, a raw
Because
iron
meat hooks
hook.
are designed to hang like an entire cow.
I'm not gonna hang an entire cow.
I'm just making sure
Yeah.
you understand what you're getting.
I think this
These
is away
will
from me.
suffice. These will suffice.
This might have some comedy later.
And I require a book for spells,
like a.
like a
Like a spell
I
book?
can write spells into.
Okay.
A blank book.
I do have some blank notebooks.
That
That
will work.
from my own personal store.
Yep.
She pulls out one, and it's like it's definitely a floral covered, like it's got flowers on it, and it's like all cute and like kind of pink. And she's, will this do?
No,
This is the only one I really have.
disregard.
Just
Okay.
cut the cover off, yo.
Or go with the pink flowery one.
What is my total right now?
There is
much-
now a
how
cat
much-
cleaning itself on the
So
floor of the store.
the weight of a metal slave collar, translated to healing herbs. How much healing herbs am I getting?
She was gonna give you 3. She was gonna give you 2 healing potions per collar.
Cool.
So 6 common healing potions. And then you can spend
Well, hold up, you said the weight
50
and healing potions, so it could just be like
the weight.
a bunch of like
Small ones.
super powerful healing potions. It's like the same
The
weight.
alchemist kit was I said was 50. Incense, censer, hooks, vials.
Let's get some healing potions that heal more health than we actually have.
What else did you say?
That was
Okay.
and the witch tree.
And the witch tree, 15 gold.
With
For all
the
that?
with the bell.
On top of the 50, so it'd be
65
65 gold.
I give her 65 gold.
Oh wow, she's happy. I like you even more now.
Still, for some reason.
Yeah, I'm
I put the catnip in my pack finally.
okay. You gotta save some for later.
I'm not scratching it up. I'm just sniffing it.
Yeah. Just,
It's got
Good
way too
smell.
much
All right.
recreational times.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, someone else turn.
So while that's going on, Zan would be like waiting outside, making
Okay.
sure no one goes in Vern's shop. But you did say there was like a common weapon rack.
Mm-hmm.
Could she like duck back inside, grab a dagger, and then like go back out and try to use the dagger to jam the lock?
On the door?
Yeah, she's got no thieves' tools, but she's roguey, so.
Thieves tools check without your proficiency bonus.
My only question is, in a town like this, would they have actual door locks or would they have padlocks?
So just a straight.
It would
dex
probably
check?
be a padlock, actually, that you're talking about it. Because yeah, it wouldn't be that high tech. Honestly,
Wait, can
he lives
she
in-
just take the padlock and?
Yeah.
Okay, she just
Do
does
that,
that.
Yeah.
Before you do that, can I check inside one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
Keep on going into it. It's Vern's really popular today.
Well, does,
Unconscious
does,
Vern is popular.
find any really nice axes or...
no, I'm not thinking about that right now. Does he have like chalk? Just like writing chalk?
He has like a pen and paper, like or quill and
Yeah,
paper.
but that doesn't work for writing on doors.
No, he
I
wouldn't
mean,
have like
some
a,
rocks right.
You
on
have chart like
things.
You can
coal.
use rock.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
It's a
take
wooden
coal.
door.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's our time look? Oh. Cool.
Well, I'm gonna take the coal because I need to leave a message on his door.
Okay. What was the message you would like to write?
I'm gonna put the symbol of Galrend on the middle of his door,
Uh-huh.
and say that freedom belongs to every man, and no race should be discriminated against.
Okay. Good message. I like
Is
that.
there a bakery in this town?
No. There are food stalls though that sell like mostly crops.
I go to one.
Okay, that's in the sack. All right. What do
Yeah.
you?
I need a sack of flour, finely grained.
We have just our generic sacks of. So you find a stand that's selling like wheat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're selling a couple. It is for a sack. Are you looking for like how big?
Like a small 10 to 15 pound sack.
Okay, it's gonna be pretty expensive because that stuff is like it's a lot harder to produce in mass when you have a lot of people to feed. So. It's 23 gold
I buy it.
for 10 pounds.
Wait. How fine?
Are you gonna open it up first?
I would like to check it, yeah.
You will. Okay, it is like decently fine. Like it isn't the highest quality, but you feel like this is about as good as it's gonna get.
Is it larger than a grain of sand?
No.
I buy it.
Okay. Damn.
Is this
Very
flour?
specific.
Is this flour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so
Cut
confused.
to 10 episodes
How
later,
much
and the
did you
world
say
is
this?
going to explode because Strayed does something.
Mhm.
How much did you say that was?
23 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be like some wild, like,
Crazy
Rube
summoning
Goldberg
ritual.
machine of just.
Goldberg machine of death and torture.
Exactly.
Sorry. It brings on
Ending
the
with him getting a
apocalypse.
hand, though.
So
like,
basically, if
No, he wants
Rube
all the
Goldberg
hands.
had like been obsessed with Saw movies as a kid, what's gonna happen?
That's what Strayd's doing right now.
yeah. Alright.
We're
I
just
still
gonna
need
be
to
so
see Ty.
prepared.
Ty. Okay. You go to Ty's place. He is in the sack, the
I
northwest
follow
corner.
you, even though. Oh no, I
You go
won't.
past the food stalls with Strayed
I'll
buying a
follow
sack
you.
of flour. The Minotaur, are you
Immediately.
following them?
I'll go. Yeah, sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
So I.
You know what? I'm as confused
You
in
were
this
super
place.
useful last
I was
time.
like,
So I'm gonna follow, but I'm not gonna follow immediately because I know that Ty doesn't like me for some strange reason.
Oh,
A
weird.
very lovable person.
Uh-huh. You're a cat.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, Vern was actually a jerk, so, you
Yeah,
know.
Ty was a nice guy. You open the door. He is
He
at
just
the
demanded
counter,
money for his goods.
and he is counting what looks like a previous sale out, and just counting the gold. And he looks up as you enter, and he's like, "Oh, hello." He doesn't bat an eye at the fact that you are of half orcish.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So she will smile and just be like, good day to you. Heard you're the man to talk to if I need leather worked.
Yes, I do fancy myself quite a fine leather craftsman.
Excellent. First off, question though, and don't
Answers.
think me cheap for it, But do you take trade? In addition to gold.
Depends on what the trade is.
A gold item?
Could I see it?
Naturally, she.
Picks up the watch.
Mhm.
Alright, he takes a look at it. He bangs on the counter, flicks it a couple times, listens to it. He says, "Yeah, I could take this as a fair trade. I can get money for this easily."
Excellent. I need a coat.
What kind of coat?
Leather coat. Reach the floor.
Alright, a trench coat.
Aye, something attractive but useful. Pockets.
So do you want this to have any sort of protective quality?
I think I got armor covered. I
Okay.
just, it's been a rough few months, and I like to wear something nicer than this.
Alright, I think I can handle it. It's gonna be a bit. I'm gonna need to take your measurements. We're gonna have to work on if you want colors. I have to get dyes. Probably go down to May's. She has some dyes. We'll figure it out. But I can probably put together something like that.
Sounds lovely. I do like red.
Okay. I would say for the time and the effort, and the materials put together, this would probably cost. I'll take your watch, and 20 gold, and that'll cover it.
Oh, sounds like more than a fair deal. I do appreciate it.
Yes.
And then I walk in,
Okay.
and he sees me.
He looks at you, and he kind of gets like this, like if you look at something and you didn't want to see that thing ever again, kind of look like, oh. And that is where we will end today's podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at From Dice Till Dawn. Find us on YouTube before you find us on iTunes. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, I could say, with getting our stuff uploaded on
Although
iTunes.
hopefully by the time this episode actually airs, iTunes will be up.
Yeah, we're months behind when we're recording versus when we're releasing. So at least a month. So this will. By the time this is out, you can probably listen to it on iTunes.
But go ahead and give us that thumbs up, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube because that's the most important one, obviously.
Yes.
Because eventually, maybe, possibly, maybe not, there will be video.
Maybe. But we want
thing
a
that
million
happens.
a million subscribers.
And
We
1 million
are
gloves.
going to be bigger than not PewDiePie, but like someone else maybe.
You ever heard
we
this
will
phrase, under promise, over deliver?
Yes.
We should go
No,
with
no,
that.
no. Over promise, then even more over deliver.
We'll see you
So-
guys next time. Stay safe.
Give me